Kevin, just before we talk about Saturday's game, we'll go back to last Saturday's fixture against Elgin City. What would you make of it on the reflection?
Listen, delighted. Obviously watch the highlights back, always watch bits of the game. I try not to get too embroiled in watching every second, every game. We asked the boys for a big performance. They had obviously just beat us a couple of weeks prior. A sore one for us, travelling all the way up there, you know what I mean, and leaving with our tails between our legs. But that was all credit to Elgin because they were miles better than us on the night. Certainly no excuse for our part, but I felt Saturday we were back to looking like how we would like to look. The way we were with the ball, the way we were without it, the energy, the way we passed it, the chances that we created, and then the quality to put the ball in the back of the net. So, listen, overall delighted.
Just wanted to ask you a bit about Joe. Obviously, he made his 500th appearance on Saturday. How great has he been since?
You're going to say fifth there, weren't you? Yeah, listen, 500 appearances. It's actually done him day to day. For Ross, and I'd say that he's superb, Jojo. And I can realise why he's played 500 games. He's professionalism. He's such a likeable lad. The boys love him here. I think there's a changing room joke that he's the kind of uncle in the changing room as such. But his professionalism, he was the fittest in pre-season. He looks after himself. He's obviously brother's got that boxing pedigree behind him, so he's got that discipline. Just a great boy, really talented, and listen, we're lucky to have him. He's been a breath of fresh air since the day he come here to meet me. A few days before we managed to twist his arm and get him to sign, and he's been a driving force for the Standards. By the way, with a lot of others, but he's right up the top of the tree.
On to St Mirren on Saturday. How much are you and the boys looking forward to it?
Listen, a big occasion for the club. We were obviously excited about it. We've been waiting for it since obviously the Johnson game. But listen, we need to concentrate in the league. We have done. There's nothing better than getting 3 points and a good performance the week before. We can now concentrate fully on St Mirren. We under no illusion how difficult it'll be. We know they're a good team. They've got good players. They're on a good run as well, which always makes that a wee bit more difficult when you play a Premier League team compared to St Johnstone obviously being on a bad run. But we'll have a game plan. We'll work this week. We're light on bodies tonight, but we'll hopefully have a few more back on Thursday, and that'll give us a good option to hopefully pick a team that we can go there and have a real go. And I've got no doubt that the backing for the club, the fans, the brilliant gesture for Dean and all the committee to put on buses for the supporters. I think it's a real touchy class, and then hopefully everybody can get behind the boys.
As for team news, how are we doing in terms of injuries?
Big Doogie's obviously the unfortunate one. He's a bit worse than we probably thought it was going to be a bad one. Listen, he's a big machine. He's a Rolls Royce, big Doogie. He'd stick his head where it hurts for you for sure, and you'd want him in the trenches. So we've got no doubt he'll be ready when he's ready. We don't like rushing players. I've been there myself as a player, so I'd sent him a message because I think it was a hard one for him. You know, being out for a couple of weeks and it'd been great prior to that to then having to come off after 10-15 minutes. He's just coming back. So I was gutted for him, but at the same time I'm there for him. He'll not have any pressure for us to try and get back playing, and hopefully in the next, as the boys mocking about, hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll have him back. But everybody else is pretty much hopefully going to be fit and available for selection on Saturday.
Perfect, Kevin. Thank you.
Cheers, boys.